Hey guys, today I am filming my Project 10 Pan Fall Edition and I'm really excited to start working on these things here. And I do have some lofty goals and then I've got some easy products as well. And the reason I did that is because I was initially hoping to be back to work at this time, but that is not the case. I'm going to be working from home through the end of the year, which means I'm only going to be wearing makeup when I film videos. So maybe 15 days out of the month. So like always, I do have a ton of complexion products here because that's the easiest thing for me to repeatedly wear. I like to switch up blush, eye, and lip colors in my videos. So I actually have 15 items here. If I can just hit my goal on 10 of these products, that would be fantastic. And some of these things are rollovers from my summer project pan or things that I started using in the summer with the intention of finishing them in this fall project. So that's definitely going to help me with my progress. So the first thing is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is the travel size, and I've had one of these in all of my project pans this year because I did have 4 of these bottles in my collection. I wanted to choose them all up, and I did get a jump start on my fall bottle in my summer project pan. So I am currently down here, so I should have no trouble finishing this by the end of the project. Next we have my CoverFx Mattifying Primer. I put this in my summer project knowing it would take me probably till the end of the fall to use it up because this was almost brand new. As you can see from my markings, I started right here at the beginning of summer. Now I'm all the way down here. So I've made some amazing progress and this will definitely be finished by the end of this project, which is super exciting. We'll see if it takes me 1 or 2 months to get through. We'll see. I mean, that was a lot of progress for 1 month, but then this past month I made just that much progress. So we'll see what happens, but it will be used up. I feel pretty confident about that. So confident, in fact, that I'm going to add a second primer into my intro. Usually I'll have roll-in products in mind, but I do feel pretty confident that I can use up both of these, especially because I've already used about half of this. And this is a mini of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I am right here. This pumps up from the bottom, so I have about half of the product left. Then for foundation, I'm going to use this little mini of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade number 1. I'm wearing it for the second time today. I did try to wear as many of these products today as possible so you can see how they look on me and so I could test them to make sure I liked the way that everything worked together. So this actually does have really nice coverage, so this is gonna last me a little while, but again, I feel confident I can finish that by the end of the project. Next is more of a cheat item, but I've had this open for like a year, so I want to power through and use it up. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the shade 1 in Extra Light. I did just buy a backup of this because it was half off, which was perfect timing. And I've had so many breakouts recently that I can definitely use this. I've just been kind of lazy and was just trying to cover it with a little extra foundation. So I am all the way down here, but I have not taken out the stopper yet. Once I do, I think I'll have even more product to get through. But love this. It's my favorite blemish concealer. Next, we've got some powders, of course. So for the under eyes, I'm going to be using this little mini of the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I've never used this before, and this was part of the birthday gift from Sephora if you were a VIB or Rouge, and this has 0.3 ounces or 0.9 grams. So I'm gonna put this in a larger container to make it easier to use, but I am solely gonna be using this to set my under eyes, so it's gonna take me a little longer to get through than it would if I was using it to set my entire face, but I'm hoping I love that. Next is my face setting powder, and I was going to pan this Lawless Seal the Deal powder in the Brightening Translucent shade, but I'm not sure about that. So if you guys see my makeup today, there's like this orange line here at the top of my cheeks and then right here. I tried my best to cover it up, but it didn't work. So little story, I'll try to be quick. I thought maybe I had some lipstick on my sponge, so I flipped my sponge over to the other side to apply the powder. That's when I got some right here. Then I decided, let me just use a brush, and that's when I got some right here. So there is something in this powder that's like reddish or coral, and the thing is I can't see it. When I swatch it, I'm not noticing it. The weird thing is when I put my sponge in here, it was like part of it was like really balling up, which was very strange. I'll have to try to take a picture of it to show you. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is all the product that's here on the top, I'm just gonna scrape it into the trash and then work out of what's below the sifter and hope that it doesn't mess up my makeup like it did, because if it continues to do that, I'm gonna have to throw it away. There's no way I can pick out whatever the colored pieces are. Like it's very weird and it looks terrible. It was so hard to cover up, so very interesting. So I'll let you know next month like what happens with this. So I'm gonna play around with this more, but I think the powder I'm going to use to set my face instead is something that my friend Jean just sent to me. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder in Translucent Light Medium. I used this for the first time yesterday and I think it worked nice. It's not my favorite powder, but I can definitely use it up, and I'm not sure the best way to measure loose powders, but here it is. So we've got a little bit more than half the product left, and you get 0.26 ounces or 7.5 grams in here. So I'm gonna use this to set my entire face. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, and next update I should have more thoughts for you guys on those powders, and I'll let you know what I'm gonna do with them. Next, I do have a bronzer. This is a mini of the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I did hit pan on this last year and I have significant pan, but I would like to use this up completely. So right after this intro, I'm going to repress this to make it easier to use, and I will insert a before and after picture of repressing. I just like to wait so you guys can see how much product I'm working with initially. So let me show you up close. And I do have a full size of this bronzer as well, so that's another reason I want to get through it, but I love this color in fall, and it would feel so amazing to have a bronzer used up. And my last face product would be the Lancome Fix It and Forget It setting spray. This is their travel size, which has 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce of product. So you can see I have already worked through this. I've been using it for the past couple days to see what I think of it. The mist on this is so fine, I can't actually feel it on my face, and this I don't know why I can't think of it, this part of the nozzle, that's what it is, just gets covered in product. So I think I'm gonna put this into a old Smashbox container to see if that helps the product disperse better, and so I can actually feel it on my skin, because I don't want this to be going to waste. So I'm gonna be transferring the product into that other bottle to see if it helps it apply better on my skin. But this is where I'm starting. I didn't mark it because, again, I just started using it a few days ago to test it out for this project. So that's all for face. Now on to eyes. I have 3 products, and 2 of them are things that I put in my summer project at either the first or second update with the intention of getting a head start on them for this fall project. And this one is gonna be finished so soon. I'm so proud. This is what I have left of my mini Laura Mercier Caviar stick in copper, and I had only used it a handful of times before I put it in my project. So after I used up the product that was easy to apply from the stick, I dug out all the products and put it in this sample jar, and this is all I have left. But what's very weird is that when it's like this, I apply it with a brush, and it's really hard to like properly coat my brush and get it on my eye. So this is all I have left. I'll definitely get through it, but I'm just so impressed with how quickly I was able to use this. So I would just like to finish the rest of that, and then we'll figure out what I want to do with eye bases. I have a lot right now, so I'm probably just going to want to play around with different ones after that. Next, I have some eyeshadow. So these are some Anastasia singles I've been using so much this year. So that would be Birkin and Bengal. Birkin I use as a transition color, Bengal is a crease color. And I am going to be showing you the progress on Birkin, but it's not something that I'm trying to use up. I'm just trying to use up Bengal. And as you guys can tell, there is not much product left in here at all, but it's actually very thick and I don't have a lot of powder kick up, so it's been taking me forever to get through it. I'm not going to repress it because I think I will end up losing the product because there's not enough to repress. So I'm just gonna try to use it up as is, but this is where it is right now. And like I said, my goal is to finish it up. We'll see what happens with Birkin. I might end up repressing this one, but I'm not having issues applying it right now, but I might end up doing that to make it a little easier. And my last eye product was also a rollover from my summer project pan. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner in Striking Copper. I'm wearing it on my lower lash line today. I'm obsessed with this. I do have a backup and I would love to use this up completely. We don't have too much left, so it's definitely possible, but this is a very pigmented, creamy liner that I don't sharpen very often. And I am not someone that cheats in my projects and sharpens things all the time because that's cheating to me. That's wasteful to me and I'm not going to do it. Like I thought about sharpening it today, but I was like, no, that's good enough. I can apply that, but I probably will sharpen it right after this. But anyway, I'm gonna mark this on a piece of paper, but my goal is to finish it completely, which I think is actually possible. And lastly, we have 3 lip products. The first one is, oh gosh, tiny font, the Tarte Quench Lip Rescue, which is a lip balm, and this is in the nude shade, so it is tinted. And I've only used this a handful of times. You can see how soft it is because it has those little marks in it from twisting it up and down in the packaging. And I would like to use this up completely. I'm getting a ton of use out of my lip balms right now from working from home, and this is the oldest one in my collection, so I want to get some use out of it. And it does have a little bit of color, but not much at all, so I don't think it will be silly for me to wear this one around the house. So that's what that looks like. And I did try to mark it on the packaging, but I think I'm just gonna mark all my lip products and some other things on a piece of paper. And then for my other 2 lip products, I'm wearing them on my lips today. That would be a combo of a lipstick and a lip gloss. So my goal is not gonna be to finish these completely because it's not gonna be possible. I'm going to want to wear different lip products in my videos. So my goal is going to be to use these products 15 times, we'll say. I was gonna say 10, but 15 feels fair if I'm doing this project for 3 months. That's not bad. So that's my goal. Use each of these 15 times. I'm gonna use them together. I love the way this combo looks. So the lipstick is a mini of the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the classic shade Pillow Talk, and I really loved the formula of this. It was very creamy on the lips. It's a really, really pretty shade. And then over top, I'm using a Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in Hot Toddy, which is a beautiful, warm nude shade. And I love these Buxom lip creams so much. And this does have a nice like peachy tone to it as well. They pair so nicely together. The lipstick's a little bit more pink and the gloss is a little bit more peach, but they just pair so beautifully. So those are the 3 nude lip products that I'm going to be working on, and those are all 15 of my products. So I'm feeling really excited about it. I think I have some very achievable goals here, and I can't wait to see how much progress I'm able to make by my first update. I'm gonna cross my fingers. I'm gonna be hopeful that this goes well. So I would love to know what project pans you guys are doing right now. I'm also doing 365 days of samples and my Partners in Cream project and my year-long project pan. So I have a few other things going on, but I love watching project pans so much, and I would love to know what you're doing. I would love to know your thoughts on all of these products down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.